Like it can create a lot of coin flips, because typically people that have this win rate, 50% win rate, they tend to be like, oh, but they were fighting, you know, I had to follow, you know, even if it's a stupid fight, or they're not sure when to follow. They're either following too much or too little. Like there are two types of players. The players that have 50% win rate, that they go in every fight. They're like, I know I shouldn't be fighting, but they're fighting, I'm gonna take the fights. But the second person is like, no, this fight is stupid, I'm never gonna follow, you know, I just farm until 7 items, and when I get 7 items I just join. But none of the thinking is good. You need to calculate the variables that we talked about, the distance, number advantage, HP, move your camera there. So it's not like, oh, always get the wave first. Nah, I can't really say that, realistically speaking. What's going on, guys? Besides here, today we are going to learn mid-game, map awareness, when to follow fights, when to farm, and more about the mid-game fundamentals. Be sure to watch this until the end. This is an AD carry specialized channel. My name is Bizais. I'm a professional AD carry coach. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss out any bit of content from this AD carry specialized channel. Guys, enjoy. So you should play around the objectives, and you should play around the jungler. That is true. And obviously waves are still very, very important, and items, because now you want to get to Infinity Edge. So now you are going towards mid lane, right? So this is good. The thing you have to see is there is Herald. Obviously you want to play for that. The wave bot, you don't need to be there. Anyways, Yone should go bot lane, not you, but that's another story. If he doesn't want to go bot and the wave is pushing into you, you should still consider the wave bot. But now, judging on the camps of the Kayn right now, he will path towards top, and you will get the Herald after. So that's what you play for. Let's see how well you play for. By the way, that means not fighting when he's doing his camps, because when you play jungle, it is really important to take your camps. It's like when you play AD carry, you want to take the wave before you take an objective. That's the same thing for the jungle, right? You want to take his camps before an objective. Not always, but it's ideal to be like that. So let's see what you're going to do. So you walk up on mid lane, you W, be very careful right here because you don't have jungle behind you. So this Senna is very crazy, but I guess you use her as a bait. That's fine. And now you should just back off. You see Talon right there, and Kayn is still doing his camp. I guess what it is like you walked up, and then Talon is behind you, and then that's how you die, right? Yeah. Okay, I see.
Yeah, I had probably tunnel vision a bit too hard.
Yeah. Gotta be very careful. I mean, it's a little bit of bait from Senna, but it's also like you encourage it. Like this double is fine. This hovering is fine. This is okay. This is okay. This is fine. You missed your E again. And you go hit him, that's fine. That's fine. If you just stop it here, that's really good. Because you see Talon, Kayn is there. This guy is chunked. Herald is ours. Like Herald is ours, right? Definitely. So now, let's see what we're going to do. Okay. Yeah. So you just clicked, oh, yeah, I see. You just clicked a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, and even a little bit more, and even a little bit more, and even a little... I'm actually wondering, how long did you see Talon for? So you saw him right now. So 29, 15, 29. Let's see how many seconds until you realize. I think he realized. Yeah, after 4 seconds. Let's see. Yeah, and now what is going to happen? So we're going to lose a little bit of our lead for this. But, we still get Herald? Yeah, unfortunately, you have to go bot. Shit. Yeah. This is bad because you almost have 2 items and you want to fight mid. And you want to play with your team. So when you go bot, you're isolated. And Yone is very strong on bot lane too. So by going bot, you're isolating yourself. You are getting, like you're not sharing XP, which is fine. But at the same time, Yone is stronger on the bot side. So it's better if in mid game you are on mid with your teammates, with your jungle, with your... I see. Yeah, do you see this whole play? Because we die mid, Yone is also gonna, like, Yone loses push. We get Herald. But now, because of this, we are not gonna be able to take Drake. Because we created a play that snowballed into this. And they died mid. So you could have prevented this. Of course, this is not completely on you, but if you are better, you can influence this in a very positive way, and you can have more positive outcomes. You don't need to think as in it's your fault. It's just, if I was better, I would have prevented it in that case. And that's pretty much it. Okay, 1.8k gold. That is massive. Getting your item. Okay, tempo mistake. Usually after you get the tower here, you need to recall with your teammates. And judging that they're still having that timers, enemies, you can go into the enemy jungle and take it. And you stay with Brand, you stay with Kane. And when they dive top, you dive with them. And after you dive this guy, you take the tower. And after you take the tower, you recall with them. Everyone recalls together. Right? But I mean, this is not super high elo. You had the item, you didn't know they dive, you can't trust your teammates, you have infinity in base, so I don't disagree with this play. It's low elo, so you have to be a bit more selfish than in high elo. No problem. Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster. And they are not alone, they are part of a growing community over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth, this was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com. What rank is this?
Probably about plat 1, I think.
Plat 1, okay. They are fighting top, but you can't really influence that. It's too far for you, so you have to just push mid wave. That's not really your fault, no problem. They are on top lane, so you can move towards top lane. There is no reason you're gonna push mid. You are moving towards top lane, which is very good. You're not using your ulti, which is interesting. Then you go back to mid to defend. That's fine. 2 minutes for the Drake. You take this wave. That's reasonable. Then you take this. This is a very good E you put. And let's see what you're gonna do. So Kane wants to play for Atakan. Senna wants to play for that, but she just she's pretty greedy, but you should already know that. And then now you play around Kane. Very good push. And now you go towards top because you have that push. Beautiful. Very nice. You put the word on Atakan. Kane is recalling, so you should play really safe. This push on top is very greedy because Talon can sneak behind you again and kill you. His Kane is dead. You need to be very careful when you make aggressive plays. Okay, so you recalled, you go mid. Very good. And then you're actually hovering for top or not? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, you're not hovering very well here. I see. Yeah, so I think here you are very connected. Like, oh, we need to take Drake, right?
Yeah.
Because I can see it. Yeah, but it's second Drake for them, and we have Atakan. Plus, realistically speaking, like it's actually better. It's better to play for Atakan, right?
Yeah.
And realistically speaking, even if you think, let's say this is Soul, right? Let's say this is not an important Drake right now. So we should definitely play for Atakan. You should not play for Drake. But let's create a world where it's Soul right now for us, and we need to take the Drake. Even if you think you want to take the Drake, if your jungle is top playing for Atakan or playing for top tower, do you really think you can take Drake by yourself as Jinx?
No.
Because you're just paper as Jinx. So what we learned here is that what our teammates play for compared to what we think is best, I mean, doesn't really matter what we think is best. Okay, in this case, it's not really best because it's second Drake. But even if it would be a Soul, let's say, I mean, we have 4 people on top lane. 3 people on top lane. Yone is going towards top lane. Oh, guys, but we should be a Drake. Yeah, but everyone is on top lane already. So what are you going to do? Cry in the chat? Tell them that they're wrong? Or try to play around them and get Atakan? You know? So that's how you play SoloQ. You need to be adaptable and embrace the chaos. So here, you don't need to be mid right now because the next wave didn't even spawn. See, so now you still have lots of time until you need to be mid. You can move top, take the tower, and if the wave is right there, you can still have time to come back. Like here, the wave is in the tower, so you can still keep moving. Yeah, I think you are very connected, let's say, with this Drake. And then now you're like, okay, let's do it. Okay. 400 gold. Where are you gonna get third?
I think I'm going Runans or Phantom Dance this game.
Ah, this is a win game from you.
I think so.
Oh, okay. So it's a good game, not a bad game. Buff. Get me push. Play around the jungle. I think this game, I don't know if it's always the case. I think you played quite good in the mid game. You are moving relatively well with the jungle. I mean, yes, we're not always considering the camps. Yes, you're pushing waves even though your jungle is recall. Like, we can sync better with his pressure. If jungle is on the map and he wants to do something, you should be more inclined to push waves. Or two, if he, you know, makes a play around you, you can play aggressive. But otherwise, you should like consider, hey, he's not behind me. Let me let the enemies push the wave first, and then I'll just receive it. I'll just take it. I don't always need to play to push. I can play to receive the waves. That's something that you can do better in the mid game. But overall, you played pretty well with the jungle, and this game was more about the early game. Wave management, equal time. Obviously, it is a good game. It is probably one of the best, right? Like, how would you rate your performance? Is this average? Is this better than average?
That says about average.
Okay.
I think like one of the questions I have about playing around support and jungle is when there's like a wave in mid that's like either in the middle or pushing to our tower and like dying, but my support's already like moving down or at the fight on bot lane or top, whatever. I'm not sure if I should be taking that wave or just going with the support as soon as they move.
Do you have a situation in this game like that?
I don't think I have any in this game because I only like remembered that you wanted to see a point of view.
So tell me like what situation do you want to create?
To say there's like 3 people fighting on bot, maybe the top split pushing, whatever. My support's already gone down to bot, but there's like a wave dying in mid.
So where are you right now?
Maybe I'm in mid off a respawn or whatever. Maybe their ADC is already bot lane.
Okay.
But the wave in mid is dying to our tower. Yeah, either tower doesn't really matter, but maybe the wave's there, dying, and I'm not really sure what I should be doing at that point. Should I be going to the fight as soon as because my support's already moved, or should I take the wave because it's free gold that's burning away pretty much?
How long does it take for you to get to the fight?
I feel like quite a while because I don't think my team's really waiting on me. I think the enemy team's probably looking to engage as soon as they see that I'm on the wave, to be honest.
Yeah, so how long do you think you're gonna be there? Like, give me like an estimation.
20-30 seconds. Probably.
Okay, that's great. 20-30 seconds. Okay, how long are you gonna, you know, like how long is the wave away for? Like, how long do you need to get to the wave?
Probably only about 5 to 10.
Okay.
Jinx is probably just 2.
Then it's an obvious play. You take the wave, and after this, you either push one more wave, or you can move right away on the fight if it's still going, and if you can get there in time, depending on, are they dying, are they still fighting? Like, if the wave is in front of you 5 seconds away and the fight is 30 seconds away from you, like, what is the best play? I mean, you can still be in the fight after you take the wave if you're still going. But this is the distance rule. You go for the thing that is closest to you. You don't go for the random fight that is far from you. Yes, if the fight is right here, and it's a big fight and everyone is involved, and you have mid-wave, and it's 5 seconds mid-wave, 5 seconds fight, yes, you actually go for the fight.
Okay.
So if you present the situation when it's 40 seconds away fight and 5 seconds away mid, I mean, obviously you're gonna choose the farm. In general, you choose the farm because typically farm is, you know, more close to you. So it just really depends on where is the farm, where is the fight. If the wave is right there and the fight is right here, fight is closest to you, you take the fight. Fight is the same distance with you, you still take the fight. If you can take the wave first before the fight, that's fine. But if they already started to fight and it takes 5 seconds to get the wave, 5 seconds to get to the fight, you choose the fight. Obviously, it depends what kind of fight you're going for. Because it's a 2v5, you just leave it, let them die and get the wave. It's a 3v5, same thing. But if it's winnable, you need to pan your camera, you need to see, do the enemy have more people? Because if they have 2v5, 3v5, you don't follow. 4v5, you could follow if it looks like good. Second is the HP. If your teammates are all very low HP and you know that you're not gonna get it in time, just push the wave mid. So when you're considering these things, you need to consider the distance between the fight and you, and the wave that you want to take and you. You need to see the number advantage. How many people do we have? How many people do they have? The HP advantage. Are our people healthier than them or not? All of these things matter. All of these things. So you need to calculate all of these things. But usually, fight is very important if you can get there in time. But typically, get the wave first and then move to the fight, unless the fight is very close to you. Like, that's the typical rule.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, I can see you. This thing of the fight is not highlighted in this game, so maybe in the next VOD we were gonna see it. But it's if you don't know it very well, it can definitely make a big issue with your, you know, with your gameplay. Like, it can create a lot of coin flips, because typically people that have this win rate, 50% win rate, they tend to be like, oh, but they were fighting, you know, I had to follow, you know, even if it's a stupid fight. Or they're not sure when to follow. They're either following too much or too little. Like, there are two types of players. The players that have 50% win rate, that they go in every fight. They're like, I know I shouldn't be fighting, but they're fighting. I'm gonna take the fights. But the second person is like, no, this fight is stupid. I'm never gonna follow. You know, I just farm until 7 items, and when I get 7 items, I just join. But none of the thinking is good. You need to calculate the variables that we talked about: the distance, number advantage, HP. Move your camera there. So it's not like, oh, always get the wave first. Nah, I can't really say that, realistically speaking. Okay, so I think that's pretty much... Is it... Oh, one more fight. Yeah, and that's pretty much game over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
I couldn't really get that good of a example of, like, all of the scenarios that I mentioned.
Yeah, no problem.
'Cause I remembered you wanted to see a POV, and then I kind of just played a few games, see what I could pull out.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. For the next one, you know what to find. Like, you know the examples that you told me right here. That
Yeah.
you know, you can. I mean, honestly, for the next session, it can either be a session like today, and you find a good game where like these things are highlighted, or you find a game where the first thing is highlighted, and then a game where the second thing is highlighted. Like, you just, you know, you upload like multiple games. You know what I mean? And we just look at like specifics. Yeah, up to you, honestly. Up to you. Like, we can do both. But let's see, in today's game, what do you think were the main takeaways for today's coaching session? Like, the most important things that you remembered in today's coaching session. What do you think?
I think mainly playing around the waves a lot smarter in relation to jungle activities, definitely more clear now.
Okay.
E placements against Samira as well. That
True. Very, very true. About the wave management, yeah, you're right. You're like, just fundamentals on the wave management. There are a lot of cases where you're slow pushing, playing it very slow, and all you have to do is crush the wave and kill them under the tower, or crush the wave and get your BF sword. Like, we're not really playing around the items very much. But at the same time, there are many cases with the wave where it really feels like you're very confused, like you're doing a bit of slow push, and then all of a sudden you start pushing, but then all of a sudden you're like stop yourself from pushing, and it's like really weird. It feels like you don't have a plan. So we need to really have better understanding about what to do with the wave. Whether it's based on the jungle weak side, strong side, or based on the matchup, or just based on the wave state and what we want to do in the matchup. So this is the most important thing that you need to be more conscious of from this coaching session. So you need to think more, where is my jungle? What does he want to do? But most importantly, what do we need in this matchup? Do we need to push hard? Do we need to create a minion advantage? Do we need to get level 2 advantage? What do we need? With Alistar, Leona, you want to keep the wave in the middle and just hold it there so they can go in. With Senna, you need a little bit of control with extra minion, and let her zone, play slower, play per poke. That's the most important thing that I need to fix. The wave management. The other things, of course, there are a lot of other things that you can also work on, but the wave management is the thing that is really holding you back right now in the early game from this game. What else that we also touched in today's coaching session?
I guess also in the mid game, again, playing around the jungle is important because that one play costs the Drake.
Perfect. Playing around the jungle, and when 3 people are on top lane, we still hover around Drake even if you are alone with Jinx. Okay. The potion usage was also like something that you can work on. Many times. You didn't really use your potion either at all or just late. In the wave management, we also talked about creating the freeze, just by tanking the minions and looking at the next wave and looking at how big the minion wave that you want to tank is. It's also something that you can work on. And yeah, just trying to prepare it with the jungle. That is really the most important thing. I think that we talked about a lot of things, but you won't be able to work on absolutely everything. I think you just need to work really hard on the wave management. So starting with the next game, you just say, okay, the next 20 games, I'm going to focus on wave management, proper wave management. So I'm going to think about what is my matchup, what should I do, where is my jungle, do I need to push, slow push, or fast push? I slow push and play it slow every time when I don't need to be on the river, I don't need to recall, or I don't need anything, like I don't know where is the enemy jungle, I slow push, I default into slow push. If I can kill them under the tower, get plates, I need to move on the river, or I have BF sword in base, usually it's better to fast push, crush, and play it fast. So these are like the very basic rules. But of course, you're gonna watch the session again, and then also become better at understanding when to truly do that properly and how to do it properly. Okay, what else? Is there anything else for today that we missed?
I guess just knowing about the number of rules for fights definitely helped as well.
Sorry, which one?
The when to go for wave and when to go to a fight
Yeah.
definitely helped as well.
So when to go for wave, but when to go for fight. This is possible bad pattern that we did not see in this specific game. So maybe in the next one, no problem. Maybe we can. Yeah, the wave management, from my estimation, it's losing a lot of your games, like 30 to 40% of your games. And something tells me that also the fight management, as you said. $5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.